Look, so you see what we do here is
the pause.
Yeah, when we make the pause,
Yeah.
we're also concentrating, on negative part of the movement, which means, we allow the weight to be slow,
Yes.
and we don't let it to drop. Yeah, because actually, in the part of negative rep, you are stronger than in positive, which means, you actually, let's say, if you put bench press 100 kilograms, so probably if someone would lift the weight, you could allow 110
Okay.
without letting it drop on you, fall on you, right?
Yes.
I mean, also it shows you are strong on negative, and negative part of the movement makes your muscles grow more than positive.
Okay.
Actually, lowering the weight, in the small low motion helps to grow more. Yeah.
So you put more emphasis, like of the training, you put like 60 or 70% on the negative.
Yeah, absolutely.
To exhaust the power and the energy.
Yeah. And it's a very difficult mental thing, because to do so, you see how little weight we are moving.
Yes.
And for most of the guys who have very big ego, we want to show off how much they can lift. Instead instead of really lifting and working the muscle.
Yeah.
So you see, we don't really lift. I mean, we working the muscle. We are not trying to impress each other, or the girls around, because we really the weight is funny.
Yes.
Yeah, and you see when you.
That's why we're training at 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, when there's no one around. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you see, when we make the pause, it also makes the movement even more difficult. I mean, to start the movement, from the dead point. See if you have ever pushed the car in your life. Yeah.
So you're like challenging yourself where you are the strongest. Like where you're strongest, you have to challenge yourself even more, right?
Yeah, and you're making the exercise more difficult. Because the difference between bodybuilding at any level, professional or amateur level, from all other kinds of sports. It's, in all kinds of sports, you're trying to when you are making the movement, you're trying to get as many muscles involved into the movement as possible to make it easier to perform. Yeah.
Yes.
And in bodybuilding, we do opposite. You are trying to switch off everything, and to work on just that specific muscle which you are trying to train. So that's all the sense, I mean, you should be making an exercise as difficult and as hard as possible.
With your brain.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a big challenge.
Yeah.
All right. How many? Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to continue now? Well, I have done 3.
You have done 3, so it's my turn.